Makoto versus Q. Yo. I feel like I only ever see these characters when I see very specific people playing them. And that's a shame, because there's a lot of variation in the way they're usually played. Whoa. Anti-air. He dropped the follow-up. Anti-air command grab. It's a very woke option. There's pretty much no reason to ever not go for the follow-up unless you're going to taunt, and he didn't taunt. Is that a failed car command grab? Or just bad spacing? That was a taunt. Accidental taunt is a pretty bad execution error as they go. The backdash, that was insane. He could have punished it with something. Super. I don't know if close medium kick works with Q. Or I can get his close medium kick on a block dash punch, but Q's might have a smaller activation range. Nice. Oh, the drops. Both players looking pretty awkward. Ooh, very good. This won't kill though. Ooh, he should have supered on the last one. He probably should have supered on the second one. It wasn't gonna kill. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Just punish super. Oh my fucking god, what a mess. Oh my god, these two suck. I think he might have still had a juggle after those swings. Just wake up super, just do it. That grabbed the backdash. He can't get follow-ups on Karakusa. What's the point of playing Makoto? If you can't do a full Karakusa combo, I can do this, no problem. I don't play this character. I've like never played her. Not even casually. In this game. I can still get that shit every time. This up. That's 29. He can't get it. He can't do the dash punches. This game is 20 years old. This game can buy a beer in most of the world. Ugh. They're like parrying okay, and some of the things they're doing are kind of smart. It's like weird to me that someone could reach a point where they would go for an anti-air parry into a command grab as their anti-air option, but not be able to reliably do command grab combos. It's like that's the wrong order. It's like watching someone jump over a fireball and like land a jump hard kick but not knowing like a jumping combo. Well, I guess it's not so much like that. Because it is a lot easier to jump over a fireball and hit someone. But it's not very hard to do like jump hard kick, crunch hard kick. Q's command grab combos, they vary a lot in difficulty, but most of they're simple ones for every character. Neat. Whoa. Pretty woke. Wake up. Close, strong, super. He probably did a parry into that, and then, like, he saw his stand strong wasn't interrupted and just canceled it anyway or something. Hi. Ugh. That was an unusual jump leg kick. 3 pause, I think another 3, and then pause, and then parry until he lands. Hi. You don't have to do that.
チャット勢の方が参戦してくれたと。はい、参戦。多分さっきの。いや、これは嬉しいですね。はい。私のさっきの情報間違ってたかも。はい。はい。この方がチャットによくいるソードレフトさん。ソードレフトさん。はい。が本日はお越しと。ありがたい話。
I've heard that stand jab to me.
画面にも参加してくれました。はい。
I think there are a couple stand jabs that can't be low parried.
あとは。前ハイジャンプから熱殺高波動とかだと浮いたままになってなおかつレミーに多分ダメージが
Generally speaking, stand jab, stand short, and crouch jab can all be parried either direction.
だからちょっとめくれてそうですね。ルグレってめくれるんですよ、パッチャン。いや多分通常めくれないです。何かしらないと無理ですよね。めくられてるのはやばい。それはよく見ます。食らってる方じゃないですか。さあ多分今あれ安息入れてたんですような感じのガチャっぽかったですね。あー、繋がっちゃう。
Pretty good, pretty good.
バルニャン強い。うわー、バルニャンさん強いな。やだな。やりたくねー。さあ、トマちゃん、フンド対フンド。フンドですね。フンドですね。国語1ですね。やばい。危ないですね。ごめんね。
He probably had a juggle there. It might have been like Kara flash kick though. Kara flash kick is not super duper difficult, but it's annoying. It's not easy. There's a few different ways to do it.
画面の方は押しているのはコバ。島さん、いいですね。レミーはこれは SA1 フンドが正解なんですか？いや、全然わかんないです。全然わかりません。全然わかんないです。でもルグレどっちがいいっていうの難しいですね。
Hard to chase. Even if he didn't commit to a throw there, it was actually really difficult to punish that flash kick that went the wrong way. Flash kick goes pretty far outward in this game. It's not very good at hitting people above you if it's the X1. The light one's alright. Like directly above you. If they like above and forward, flash kick's fine. It's actually got a really nice hitbox and low vulnerability. So it's quite a good anti-air as they go. The problem is it's one parry. But the nice thing about it is that it's so big that different timings of flash kick can be at different air parry timings. Because it's like got such a large hitbox and it's active for so long. So an early flash kick and a late flash kick, they can only parry one. So they do an early jump parry and then you late flash kick. There's no possible way they can be parrying it. Still not that good though, because a successful anti-air flash kick does like 5% of their health. And if they parry your flash kick, they do anywhere from 30 to 50% to you. Which gets really ugly really fast. And they're all one parry. EX is 2, but you can react to it. Nice. Hi. You can land into a low parry. He just missed it. You should see can't stop yawning. You should see Sagat in SF4 because it's more extreme than Remy. Who was it? Was it Bonchan versus Reinhardt? There was a really high-profile European match between a European player and a Japanese player. I want to say it was Bonchan and Reinhardt, where it was the Sagat mirror and they're both running Ultra 2 Sagat. And it's a really insane matchup. Oh, it's Yoho. Cool. You don't see Yoho almost at all. It's quite good. Yun has no bad supers. This is Yoho Yun. That's his name, Yoho. Great. Your signature is using a super that's not as good as another super.
あと SA パナシタクが増えるのがちょっとめんどくさいですね。
あ、そうですね。やっぱりその無敵技がないっていう認識でユンだけ戦うと、
はい。
まあ両方もそうなんですけど。
I think games can only reach a broken state a lot of the time if people dig in.
まああとユリアンがタイタンで選んだ時に
Like, who the fuck cares if some X game that no one played is broken?
だからこうしてこれは古木が置いてありますよ。
Oh.
上からの攻め
This game wasn't super duper broken until people
どうしたんだろう
messed around with it a lot.
バリアンさん、話のセンスが素晴らしいですね。
本当にさすがシーマさんも技を引き継いでる。
Nice. Oh, not nice. Disappointing range.
届かなかった
So Power Rangers Battle for the Grid is out? I like looked that up. I actually went to the site trying to figure out the release date. I googled it and the website was like pre-order now. And yet on one of the pages it was literally like, oh, it's out.
ということでね、海外で
Even though the pre-order button was still there.
コミュニケーション取っていきましょう。
It's not out on PC yet.
これは確定するんですかね。
Cool punish. Well, some of it cool punish.
しますね。
しますね。2発目。あとこのそう早出しのジャンプ大パンが強い。
やはり空対空強いですね、エミ。
I mean, there's enough in Remy that he's...
減りますね、やはり。
I wouldn't say he's good, but there's something... There's, like, they're Remy players, you know what I mean?
この用法がたまる。を使っていく。
There's enough in Remy that he can be your favorite character.
あ、これは
Same with 12.
どうやっていくんだ。
用法チャンス使わず。
私鉄断行で死ぬ。十分だった。
柴田さん。
柴田さん。
Yun is still a very high tier character without Gane, to be honest.
いましたわここに。
柔らかさ全員。
Gane is just icing on the cake that pushes him all the way.
950。
50うまいですね、リバース勝利
ありません。
I heard the translation of Gane Jin recently, and it was like, holy cow, that's cool.
やっぱあれですね。柴田さん空中の軌道がとても豊かなキャラ選びますね。
あ、なるほど、そういうことか。まあ
Someone look it up.
12とかネクロとか。
あ、ネクロとかね。
はい。
確かに。
Yo-ho.
中華編キャラ。
これは動きが足りる。
He hasn't even done the follow-up.
これは減る。柴田さんも
Yoho just keeps killing.
ちょっと残
Yoho's like, what if we took Shinshoryu and put it on Yun?
もうそろそろ
I think it's got worse range
さらに効果力になっていく。
on an already not great range super. But Yun has better setup, so it's okay.
ますね。
Yun's got like the target combo and the command grab and whatnot.
こうして刻んで投げる。さあ下がる安全圏。
Phantom Array.
対空もしっか
That's
り
pretty badass.
SA 用語のユンは、まあ強いですね、弱くないですね。
弱くはないですけど、3がぶっ壊れてる。
まあ3が異常なだけで、
はい。
全然悪くない
ユリアン。と一緒ですね。
Off of that neutral grab, you can actually pick up a Genei-Jin juggle. It might be character specific though. It also doesn't do very much damage.
多分アレックスあたりに耐えるとあれ
Each individual hit of the grab scales the combo more.
いや
Shoulder. Jump fears? Weird. I don't think he wanted Nikuma to fly off in that direction.
今まで見られない動きが見れるっていうの
ー、
は
立ち回りがまたバラエティが出る。
違いますね、やはり。
はい。さあ
Yes, but it sucks.
まだある。
投げて。
I didn't even know it was possible until recently, but apparently it's a bunch of memes.
EX に焼却。
EX Nisho is just duckable in this game, I think. Like, it won't hit any crouching opponent, or most crouching opponents?
4人目対
Something like that.
篠誠の登場です。
You don't see Yuns almost ever do it. Because Yun has two good supers that are both
シノさん。
1 meter long.
これもなかなかいいカードですね。
強い強い。
I think it works with all three of Ken's supers, but don't quote me.
しましたけども、キャンプ中継
そうですね。
やばいです
そして裏回りをグロったよ今。
The only super Ken has that's good to juggle into is SA2.
体験内。
亀橋、小橋おろし。
ただ用法なのでワンチャンあるのか。
SA1 loses a ton of damage in juggles, and SA3 is usually horrible in juggles.
なんか表裏っぽくなるが表から。
あとこれは今ちょっと雷撃のミスっぽいですか
そう
ね。
ですね。
Necro can also juggle out of his half circle forward kick, the grab, the hit grab.
あー、体強くている。
90% of the time that's useless, but it can get used to mixture dizzy, which can be the dizzy that stuns them.
あー、広いですね。
判定が
But generally speaking, that already does enough damage that the juggles you can get out of it instead are weaker.
判定がおかしいですからね。よくあるのが竜だとしゃがみ大パンソフトが使ったりとかも
あれ
あるし、まあ最もたるのは八景保育は途中から繋がらないとかあります
He could have confirmed that jab short into a dash
レ
punch,
ミーだとしゃが
and
み
that into a super.
スーパーイン大サマーの大サマー
Come on, Yun.
何でも入る
He's
状態
one hit from death, to be honest. One chesto from death.
ちょっと難しいですね。
Ooh, that's it.
繋
Boom.
いでいく。
しっかりつないでし 野さんの勝利。
勝利止めました。
渋谷さん。やっぱうまくできてるもんですね。
そして出てくるのは渋谷健。
はい、津田沼でやってる剣使いの方
なるほど。
ですね。
スペジェさんが、
はい、スペジェさんがいる津田沼。
津田沼ですね。
はい
しっかり一番盛り上がってるゲーセンですね、今。
はい。いいようにされてますけど。
いいようにさせますが、まだこれからですね。
I actually love that system
ね。
so much.
見ましたね。
出ますね。
I think a lot of some of the BlazBlue games, or just some anime games, do that, where there'll be a grab that does so and so damage, but you can cancel it early, and then the combo you can get out of the grab will do more damage than the grab will naturally. But of course, it's a lot harder. You could just let a grab rock, and it'll do like 2k damage. But then you can get a grab into like a cancel into a full combo, and that'll do like 3k, something like that.
キングのポイントが
It's a cute idea. I made up those numbers.
動きが速い。
早いですね。
A から3段繋いだったっていうのが驚きだったんですけど。さあ、ワンピが6人目の高橋さん。本日はチュンリーです。
チュンリーです。本来はヤン使い
That's risky. Cancels into flip kick can be parried on reaction. The flip kick doesn't combo from anything.
迷うのかっていう。
キャラの変え方がすごい勢いだった。
すごいですね。キャラランクが全然違いますね。
No short, but he didn't believe.
さあ、しっかりくぐって。
うまい。
それうまいんだ。それ強いんだ。ハザン。
ハザンですね。うまいですね。
唐突なハザンは食らう。
他の技をブローロードしてブローを入れてしまうとハザンシがやっぱ取れなくなっちゃうんですよ、ね。
そうですね。
やっぱダールならざるを得なくてゲージがすごい溜まってしまうっていうのが非常に厳しいですね。
You can double tap a high parry there, because the low short doesn't combo into the EX chop. So if it's just raw EX chop, you high parry it. And if it's low short into EX chop, then you get hit by the low short but still parry the EX chop.
大パン2発から様子見て、あっと
Makoto doesn't give you a whole lot of reasons to low parry on Wake Up. The worst thing she can do to you is low short dash punch,
さあ
which is really not that bad, unless she's got SA1.
さあしかし正中の
Hi from Ireland.
あっと
Hi.
これは打っていたが
もう一回
今度こそ
そうですね、これも使うしかないですね。
そうですね。
どっからでも死んでしまうんで。ただ誠ならばノーゲージでも戦えると。ファイナルラウンドうますぎる。
マジか、ちゃんと歩いてから当てにいた。あっと
Ooh, Wake Up. Crouch or closer in house.
ちょっと早かったか。
そうですね。
投げていく。あれ、高橋さん強くないですか。あ、そういうこと。
俺さんあ、ちな
出てきました。
はい、5人目、俺さん。
Tanahashi versus Ore. Ore is like me. Pretty good handle.
はい。
何か生きてきたものあるんでしょうか。俺、エレナ。注目ですね。早いですね。反応なのか。
There's a lot of different ways to say me in Japanese, and it's kind of cultural which one you use.
なので EX スピンサイズラインの方
減りますね
スク。ラッチホイール最大決めていく。
やっぱエレナ
早い。早くない
先ほどが
か。
高橋さんの
投げて
I've never played Eunice, and I haven't watched it that much, so I don't really have any thoughts on it.
面白いんですけどね。
It looks kind of cool.
あ絶
I
対
like the Eunice characters who were in cross tag battle.
なのかもうよくわかんないですけども。
I like probably should have fucked around with it,
で、
but it wasn't on PC for a super long time. So by the time it was on PC and I could really get into it, it kind of already developed.
まあそうですね。あ
くぐったマジで。
まだ生きているが、
No, he dropped it.
ミスって
Oh, the parry, the punish. Not many attacks are actually. Oh no, he hit the red. Did he go for it?
死んだけど。
If he really just blocked, that was a choke. Yeah, he just blocked.
死んだけどいた
ゆう
だきました。
さん
コバちゃんが悪い顔してますね。
ニヤニヤ。
ユウさんのエレナ戦見たいなと。
ゆうさんのエレナ戦が見たいな。
Most attacks aren't fast enough to interrupt there.
多いとか今の
Parry lightning legs and then hit a button.
そこそこいると思うんですよ
あ、
ね。
そうなんだ。
Depends on the version of lightning legs
な
too.
るほど。ということは経験はあると
あると思うんです。
いうことですね。まあ、 経験があろうとなかろうときついのはきついんですけども、
まあまあきついです。
まあそれをどう覆していくかと。
Apparently, Atlanta Low short is fast enough though.
でもうまくさばいてますねやっぱ。
That's what Kuso Cup is, I think. Dark.
こまごまとダメージをペチペチペチペチ取っていって、あっとこれはやばい。
まだゲージが俺もないので、
はい。
ちょっとこれは厳しいか。
そうですね。レミにそこまでがっつり触れてるわけじゃないので、
My alarm is telling me Bath Cup's coming up.
確かソニックって食らってもゲージたまんないよね。
あ、そうなんですか。
と思ったけど。
こっちの認識としては当たらないと
Nice parry, nice punish.
たまらないっていう。
確か飛び道がたまんなかったと思うので、まあ、基本的なダメージ食らうと
I firmly believe that whatever uses your alarm, you'll grow to hate.
そうですね。
So I can't like put a nice song as my alarm.
まあそれでゲージが溜まってないっていうこともありますね。
I'd rather have one I
受
hate.
けている。すごいな。回避能力が。
This is SF5.
さあこれさばいてるが、おこれは
That chased it.
読んでいる。
Got the back dash, he was lucky.
頑張りのブレイブ。
どうせ避けんだろうっつって。
はい。
この攻防が。さあやっとしゃがみ
Nice juggle.
エレナ
That's kind of tight.
やりやすい
Tighter than it looks.
これ非常に痛いですね。
はい。で固めて投げて。
うまい。
さあここからもう無理には攻めない。安全圏からゲージがないよユウさん。
Ooh,
あ
yeah.
ーっとゲージが取りづらい。
常にソニックが
Being dead to chip against Remy is it's not so bad when you're just thinking about the fireballs, although it is easy to miss a fireball parry here and there. Just because of the amount that you have to parry.
麻婆豆腐系やろ。
はい。
Mabo tofu.
あなたと私です。
あなたと私。
But once you're dead to chip from a flash kick or a cold blue kick, those are annoying. Pretty hard to react to. It's not fast by any means, but it's still pretty hard to react to a cold blue kick with a parry.
さあクーペでは割と
Flash kick you can't react to at all,
持っているという話題に
but
なった
thankfully
カード
the
ですが
range is pretty
なんか
shit.
ツイッター上のレミ使いがこぞって話題が出た瞬間にいや
The trick with both EX booms is even though one of them has to be parried high first and the other one has to be parried low first,
いや
or rather, one of them's low, one of them's got the low boom first would be more accurate. Both can be parried low or high.
意味で言ってるんだと思うんです。
You could double tap forward and it'll parry the low fireball of an EX Remy fireball, even though it's not normally low parryable in as a solo fireball.
同期戦は非常に得意と言ってますので、
ですね。
そういうとこ見ると苦手意識あるレミ使い好き
I
なん
mean,
じゃな
don't
い
say
かな
no so quickly. Maybe
はい
Remy's lore in canon has never ever been explored.
ちょっと遠かったかなっていう感じでしたね。シャミ中間でゲージを貯めていた。
It's not really clear whether the third strike guys are supposed to be stronger than the SF2
こ
guys.
れ前出しに対して中足信頼は大きいですね。
そうですね。
さあ後ろから
投げで画面端。今度はマーボーハウスが。
There's definitely something going on about their potential
マーボーハウス。
going on with like a lot of the younger characters in Street Fighter 3. Supposed to be like here are the up and coming, here are the rising stars.
うまいですね。
鍵持ってますね。こ
You
れ
got like Sean for that, and the twins,
うまい。
Makoto and Remy. I mean Makoto and Ibuki.
死にます。
さすがですね。
レミは根性値ないっす。あんまりないです。はい、いきます。
But like Ryu and Ken and Chun-Li are supposed to be like the strongest they've ever been in Street Fighter 3.
当たり前の話なん
That
です
was red.
はい。
直前まで相手の動きを見といて、
はい
さっきのパターン8週間振ってたら、
はい
私は銀の打ち切って OK。
That was another red. He's just doing it. Block a jump in into
これ
high parry.
ユウさんやりたいことあるんですかね。さっきから
Ken can blow that up in several different ways, either from pausing or
ブロッキングして膝当ててるけど。
going for low
暗
or throw.
殺がなんだろう。
出さないのか出てないのか。
どっちだろう。
うまい。
Nice.
さあ、お攻め。表。
SF2 Chun doesn't have a gun. Alpha Chun has a gun.
アザラシ。これは厳しい。これはすごい。
これは守
See,
り
he got to double tap forward to parry that.
さあ、店員が。
はい。インカムを回収する時間が。さあ店員さんがインカム回収しに来ました。
怒りのインカム回収。
はい。
橋田フットリーの登場です。
副将対決。なんだかんだ揃いますね。
揃いますね。収束してきますね。
はい。あー色がこれは強い。
赤。
けど、これなんか
Ducking goes under high fireballs, no problem.
出てね
But I won't go through low fireballs, I think.
それ F さんじゃないですか。
There's no actual fireball invincibility, it just ducks.
プレイヤー名出してません。
Fireball invincibility isn't even a thing in this game, I think.
出てね出してね
It's just fucking anything that goes through fireballs is just full body invincible.
すごい言われようだ。
ゲージがモリモリ。
モリモリ。
ただ体力は約半分なので、
いやでも体力半分ぐらいだっとり途中から入れればあっという間なんで。
半分なんて合ってないようなもんだけど。
He's gotta work for it, this Dudley.
一瞬で終わります。
He went for it. That was a weird time to go for it. He was still pretty far away.
大変なものでした。
Oh, look at all that stun, just like
で
that.
はない。
Dudley's combos into uppercut do so much dizzy.
おっと
Nice delayed flash.
これレミスタン近いから確か早い。
Ugh.
早いかそんなもん意味ないです。
This is like how they intended Remy to work.
それ機動力も高いですし。
さあ3マックスです。これはかなり厳しいんじゃないでしょうか。
これ下手すると89秒とかで終わります。
Remy working as intended.
危なかった。
危なかったです。
さああれないんですか。もう
距離によります。
第3マぐらい入るんじゃないですか。
密着からだったら大サマー入るんですけど、
さっきのは怪しいです。
距離がちょっとでも離れたりすると怪しいですからね。
なんていうキャラ。
Oh.
新しい
That's
技
a good parry. Staring us into EX Machine Gun Blow probably would have killed.
さあお攻めスーパーリーチ。インカム回収ができない。
さあ、サマー
GG.
台形当たってるけど技振ってる。
さあ店員怒りのインカム回収成功です。
成功です。しのぶさん、
さあ
海外勢ですよこれ字が。
海外からお越しの大将しのぶ。
これなんか発音しのぶみたいな。
しのぶ。海外勢ですね。
海外勢ですね。
さあこのユリアなかなか動くという噂です
Power.
が。
が今
Dudley actually has a corner juggle into EX uppercut into regular uppercut,
ノーマルなスタンス
but it's gotta be from a launch. Ooh, look at that.
うまい。
これは死ぬ。
死んだ。
Rare Dudley high juggle, high dizzy options.
20カウントで死にました。
はい。
ユリアンなのに。
やんだけど
That Sin Fierce juggle.
20カウントで
さあこれ貸しだったり強くないですかこれ。
強いですね。これ強いよ。
Most of Dudley's attacks do very little dizzy, but certain attacks do a whole lot.
はい。今日出てないキャラにするとか言うから。
そうですね。ワンツ
ワン
ースリー。
ツーツー。さあ、投げられないキャラにいる。ヘッド待ってる。
ユリアンなのに。ユリアン投げ前高いんで広いんですが。
あっと
High
怪しい
candle.
動きが出たけど、
That
フォア
feel.
コーク。
さあバラ投げて。
フォアコークもう一回。
The Rose powers up that little combo, in addition to being a meaty.
さあエキシビジョン。
エキシビション
やばい
です。
店員が客につまんない言わしてんのやばいでしょ。
It's Kuni.
どうですか。はい。
エキシビジョン始まりましたね。まあ今の試合、ねサードやってて今まで一番つまんない試合でした。今までで一番つまんない試合。
一番つまんない。あら。
The red second hit low parry.
というわけで、
That's wild. Who would do that?
前陣ギリギリ。
さあ取れてない。
You can tell how fast these stars and the angels or whatever are spinning. How fast the person is mashing. That was some fucking fast mashing.
前陣流に変わっただけじゃないですか。
It's rare that you see it going that fast.
レバーを回しに来たからね。
だって
He was probably only a few inputs from shaking out. i.e. a few frames.
あこれはやばい。
This is the worst possible amount of dizzy to have against Tenjin Ryu. And now this is an EX combo to kill.
まずこのゲーセン嵐しかいねえじゃねえかよ。
Normally he can't follow Denshin with
嵐
EX,
しかいないこのゲー
but
セン。
if he nearly stuns you, the time between him nearly stunning you and actually stunning you will usually give him a bar.
最後立ち台系。
いえ違います。
いったー
中足なんですよあれ。
中竜巻か。
中竜巻です。
ちなみにこれさ、
はい
昔くにくんとやっててさ、
はい
これ早すぎてきつくねっていう
ありましたね。
あったよね。
早すぎる。
なんかさ、1時間で2人2000円近く消えたんだよね。
The Fail Cup starts soon. What will we do until then? Yama's A12. What is this? Hayao. Nah. Already booted this one. It's like 3 reasons. Fair fight is one of them. Don't accidentally kill the opponent is one of them. Self-handicap for a more exciting fight is one of them. He's really, really bored at being so ridiculously broken compared to other people. So he restrains one of his arms to make it closer. It's not so many. There's definitely a lot more than there used to be. But oftentimes it'll be the same, like, 2 or 3 DJ players. Kuroitsu. I've definitely seen this guy before. DJ's upkicks are actually quite a good anti-air, so yeah, you're garbage. The main issue with them is you need charge, which is obnoxious. You can't reposition yourself to get a better angle. But in terms of damage and hitbox, they're quite good. And they've got a good amount of invincibility too, and they're decently fast. The X one in particular is like 4 frame, which means it'll beat certain safe jumps. Your computer's too bad for third strike, what the fuck? My netbook from 2010 came around third strike at full speed. Let's all be honest here, Cody's handcuffs are not restraining his arm movements in any human way. Cody's focused attack, he literally moves his arms as far apart as human arms can go. That chain is huge. Those handcuffs aren't doing shit. Ooh. In Alpha, he wears the handcuffs because he literally just broke out of prison. I don't know how he's traveling around the world fucking just having broken out of prison. But in 4, he's just wearing the handcuffs because he was wearing them in Alpha. I think prior to Ultra, Rose could reflect the front of his EX Fireball and it would bounce off the back of his EX Fireball. Or like, Rose would be able to use a medium reflect to nullify his EX Fireball. But I think they fixed that, didn't they? And now Rose's medium reflect is like hard-coded to do nothing to a EX Fireball. So like Seth and DJ EX Fireballs, the reflect just won't work. I think they addressed that. I think I'm remembering that right. There's nothing wrong with 2 charged characters throwing fireballs at each other. All of DJ's combo headers are so limp dick. It's like he gets that one from Link to low strong just to get a fucking light sobot. It's like, okay. Okay, DJ. I'm pretty sure Gal's flash kick will punish any blocked sobot, but don't quote me. By the frames it should. Ultra, he's dead. Or no, he's not. This was a pretty scaled combo, but I'm surprised he lived. That whole thing does so much. That 10-second time limit! I don't think Gal can win if DJ just holds back. I never would have hit that. That button is really unreliable. It does work if you time it perfectly. But I would not have. I would have just blocked. Gal needed to throw him like 3 times in order to get all the damage back. If you just held back, blocked low, ate every overhead and throw that came your way, you'd still win. I guess what he did meant Gal built less meter. So what he did was technically more optimal than what I'm suggesting. That's a free juggle state in Ultra. In Omega, it's JP1. But towards Sphere says JP1. They changed both normals, but the juggle still works. It's kind of funny. It just changes the way some of Gal's other juggles work. Gal's a super interesting Omega character. Probably a little strong though. Nice. I think DJ definitely got paid off ultimately in Omega. I remember Brawl. I remember one of the bands in Brawl was a stage. Basically, what people don't realize with the banned stages in Smash is that most stages start legal and then get banned after something really gross is discovered. And usually that really gross thing is a really horrible matchup. But there was a stage where Sonic could, like, never ever be caught by, like, half the cast. And that stage got banned. Hi. Almost everything in Smash, like, started legal. A lot of the items, too. Smash used to be played with items on. But this is like Smash 64 era. I see a really common misconception that Melee players hate items. They're just uncompetitive. Or like Smash players in general. But if you ever actually fight like a Smash player and items are on, they will kick your ass even harder than they normally do. You will be even more outclassed if you fight a good Smash player with items on. But items do lead to like turtling and defensive play, and they also benefit fast characters a lot more than slow characters. And they're also very random. Maybe a star will spawn fucking close to you. Getting a good Pokeball. The assist trophies are that, but like a million times. The assist trophies are a great opportunity to add cameos and stuff. I like them a lot for that reason. But they vary from being completely broken to near useless. Smash Ball still benefits some characters over others. It's probably not as bad as it used to be, but you know, people can reach the Smash Ball more easily. I remember in Lin was basically like a free kill. It was like super hard to dodge or attack, and it did like a shit ton of damage with a super hype pushback. And now you've got assist trophies. I like that they can be killed, but it's like they made them better so that to justify the fact that they can be killed. If you've never had a 99 stock beam swords only item drop very high match in any Smash game, then I pity you. I think I've done that in like every Smash game. Actually, if you've never had a 99 stock game in general, I pity you. I always thought Lyn was pretty good in Fire Emblem, but a lot of people act like she's the worst unit in the game. I know she doesn't have the crit chance of Guy, but I feel like in almost every other way she's better than him. And Guy is quite a popular character. Guy gets stat boosts from hard mode though. The fan was crazy in Melee. I mean, in Brawl. In Melee and 64, it wasn't like a super crazy item. But in Brawl, it was like... a lot of characters had a really hard time getting out of the way. It's like by the time you like managed to DI yourself out of the fan hits, you'd taken like 40% at least. It's like, what the fuck? I like the banana in Smash Ultimate. I don't know if that was in Smash 4, but it makes me laugh. It's a funny item. Like the whole banana. Not the peel. I've never played any FE game before 6. I've heard good things about Thracia. I didn't even play the remake of 3. Right? It's Fire Emblem, then Fire Emblem Gaiden, which is the one with Alm, I think. Then Fire Emblem, the Marth sequel, which was, I think, FE12. And then 4 was Genealogy, and 5 was Thracia. A lot of people say really good things about Thracia. But also a lot of people say it's extremely jank. I don't know which it is. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. We should start. Let's watch the end of this match. Alright, looks like it's over. Give me 10 seconds to go take a leak.